Gato Perro here, back with another review. This time on the Spider-Man Classics Daredevil with spin and kick action. So yeah, we managed to find another Spider-Man Classics figure, which I'm very excited about, and this is going to be my first Daredevil figure ever, and I couldn't be more happy. So here we have the packaging with the Spider-Man Classics picture up at the top, and Daredevil at the bottom, and in the back we can get a picture of the prototype figure, which seems to be a lot more lighter and red, but I do prefer the much darker color and shading that went with on the actual figure. And then we get a bio of Spider-Man's 30-year history back in the day, how to work the gimmick, and some figures here. We have the Parachute Spider-Man, a Craven, which you've had a look at. If you're interested, you can look at on my channel, and the rocket launching Spider-Man. So let's get to the actual review of Daredevil. Alright, so here's Daredevil out of his packaging, and he is absolutely incredible. I could not be more pleased with this Daredevil figure, and I feel very lucky to have found it. And yeah, he does come with a couple of accessories. One that you see in the back is his base of a piece of a brick wall, which is very nice. Really do wish we would get more of these now, but most commonly now we get them with Marvel Select figures, and this does have its gimmick. But I do see a lot of people use it for the ACBA, where they have this in the background. Have really nice paint detail for the bricks and whatever this is. I don't forget what it's called. Nice concrete on the bottom of it, and does have 3 little pegs on the top, in the middle, and over here in the corner. And also again the nice brick detail and the nice pattern going across the tiles of the bricks. And the gimmick would be it has a string attached to it, and you would pull on it with your figure attached to it, and it would spin him around. But to be honest, I'd rather not risk breaking his arms off or anything like that, so I would recommend you just hang it on your wall and pose him like that. Daredevil includes his own accessories, which are his nunchucks, which you can see inside of his holster, which does have really nice paint detail, but it doesn't have any actual paint, in the buckles in the back that you can see are sculpted, but not too bad. And they do fit in fairly well, and if you take them out, I have them in, and they're rolled up around the one that's shaped like a candy cane, because otherwise string would just kind of stick out. I don't want that. But it is really nicely sculpted, and it does look pretty awesome. You can see how this would be a regular cane for a blind person, and then he would kind of just split it apart and use it as a weapon, which I think is really nice, but no real detail or anything, but still pretty cool, which is a thing that Daredevil figures should always have. But anyway, this Daredevil figure is pretty awesome. He does have a lot of really cool paint going throughout, with his black shading going in between everything. Makes it look a lot like the comics and the animated series that he's been a part of, including the Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four TV shows from the 90s. Definitely does capture the look of that. Except it doesn't have a sculpt of a belt around his abdomen section. Instead, it has like a streak of bright red paint, which I think you're supposed to assume is the belt itself. But not too bad. As I said, the black paint continues everywhere, with some areas showing more bright. Like there's different areas of light hitting them, making the costume more dark than others. And the only other area that doesn't have any red is his mouth, as you can see right there in his mask, which is what the Daredevil always looks like. It looks really nice. It does look really menacing, kind of like a Marvel Batman. I don't know how to describe it. And I really like the grimace of his face, kind of just really mad face, and his eyes, and nice red paint on his pupils. Really nice, and the horns. His mask is really well sculpted too. You can see his ears over there. Alright, so this Daredevil does include a lot of articulation, as he should, because he is a very agile character, similar to Spider-Man, and he has a hinge that goes all the way up like that, and all the way kind of down like that. He does have 2 points at the arm, which include a ball joint underneath his armpit, which kind of stick out for whatever reason, and it has a hinge on top of the shoulder. And he does have standard ball joints go out and forward. He has bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. He does have forearm articulation and wrist to move up and down. He does have an ab crunch to move all the way down, all the way back. He does have a waist swivel, T-jointed hips to kick very far forward and out. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, calf rotation, his ankle move down, up, toe articulation, but no ankle rocker, which is a little bit disappointing, but I'm sure he'll stand by himself just fine. Especially if you want to use that base for the peg holes, which will make him stand up a lot better. And this being a Spider-Man Classics figure, aka Marvel Legends, he does stand at around 6 and about 1/4 inches tall. And for a size comparison, here he is next to the Urban Legends Spider-Man, or technically the Spider-Man Triple Threat Action Spider-Man Classics figure. You can see they kind of are the same height, but Spider-Man stands a bit shorter. And the reason I'm showing the Spider-Man to you is because this Daredevil was released in a box set called the Urban Legends, and he is in a much darker tone, which if you prefer the much darker, I recommend you go after that one. Or if you like this lighter red tone, then you can obviously pick up this one. Either way, they're all great, and yeah, you can find him for $50 on Amazon under the Spider-Man Classics title. But otherwise, I would give this figure 9 out of 10. He's absolutely perfect, and I do recommend him. Anyway, stay tuned for more reviews and stop motion from Gato Perro.